It's game on. It's been a roller coaster for sure, but this Twins outfielder is not giving up. We're one-on-one with one of the game's promising young players, Ben Revere. If you're into the outdoors, hunting, fishing, biking, and you're female, there's a show for you now. We're going to tell you about the Rush Club. If you're looking for a great sports read this summer, we're booking it with Bruton, and it wouldn't be game on without 7 and a special food walk to the ball yard with the chef himself. It's game day. It's Sunday. It's game on. Once again, you found us tucked in amongst the skyscrapers in downtown Minneapolis. You found Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar, the event destination. And Rod Simon's delighted to have you with us on this Sunday. Lots going on. Hope you're enjoying summer just like we are. We're near the end of July. We're getting there. Vikings camp is right around the corner. In fact, this show times out at about 28 minutes and 30 seconds, and we are chock full. So let's get busy. And you know we always start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, we find this is the week that the Vikings start their NFL season with training camp at the week's end. The Lynx are in their WNBA Olympic break until August 17th. The Twins are in for 3 in Chicago on the south side before returning for a short 6-game stand. And fans are nervous as the lockout looms for the National Hockey League. And we get started this morning with the team that's going to get busy in about 90 minutes right down the street at Target Field. We're talking about the Minnesota Twins and one player in particular, young, talented, excited to be here. And yeah, he understands that there's a roller coaster going on in that season that is the Minnesota Twins. But ask Ben Revere, he'll tell you there's no place he'd rather be than with the Twins.
Revere running and diving and making a spectacular catch. Ben Revere with one of the best catches of the year.
For me right now, it's just, all of us, we just got to play our game. We just got to keep playing. Keep grinding. We got so many games left, and we can make a run just like starting today against the Orioles or anything. But we just got to keep having fun with it. That's the main thing. We should go out there with a smile on our faces and have fun with it. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's what's been helping me out this year. The last year, I was a little frustrated with what year was going, but this year I just come out. It's just the big man upstairs has a plan for us, and we could go on a crazy streak right here, just out of nowhere, and we'll be right back in the race. So, we're going to keep playing the Twins' way, and hopefully everything works out for the best.
Split and different grips. Driven to right and hit well. Revere back. Oh,
what
a tremendous catch by Ben Revere.
Wow.
Young guy like you, all the athleticism in the world. You're running up walls trying to get to balls. You're making spectacular catches. Do you look at every game as itself, or do you kind of can't look into the long season, can you? You have to really capsulize everything to one game.
Yeah, you got to take one game at a time. It's not like football or basketball or anything. Right. We play the most. We don't have that many days off. But baseball, you're just going to have some up and downs. That's the way it's going to be. And you just got to take it one game at a time. It's just one day, nobody's going to be perfect and everything. But, it's just that's the way, my dad, my grandpa, my brother have been telling me. It's just take one step at a time. It's just don't try to put too much pressure on yourself. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But, the days do have bad. Just come out there. It's just like, hey, tip your cap, man. Just go get them tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. So it's just that's the way, everybody in this locker room, everybody on this team's been doing. Just take one game at a time. So we don't look ahead. We just got to look for it right now.
Last question: who do you lean on for guidance, mentorship, if you will, on this baseball team? A lot of young guys, but there's got to be someone that you look at.
Denari's, man, a big role model to me. He's had me on his wing since I first got drafted. He's been a real big inspiration to me and a really good friend. And he helped me when I first came up, 2010. Just showed me the ways a little bit. Kind of took me shopping, giving me new clothes. Just showing me how the big league life is really all about. And
warned you about the other stuff too.
Warned me about the other stuff, but he really helped me out a lot. Just keep my head on straight. Just let me know what I have to look for in this. So hopefully I can stay here, just like he's been doing. But he's been a real big inspiration to me. And he's a dear friend and a great ball player. And I've been resembling my playing ability after him. So because it's just everybody see him as this great outfielder, and I try and be like that too.
All the talent in the world. Keep it going.
Thank you.
Ben Revere.
Yes,
Only
sir.
here on Game On.
We've made it easier for you to get your game on. Download our new GameON app, available for your iPhone and Android too. You'll find shows, all our photos, links to all kinds of cool stuff, including 7 and all of our sponsors. And don't forget, get inside GameON. Our site has updates, blogs from the Vikings, Wolves, Twins, MMA, and we link you to our partner site, which is purplepride.org. So please check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Time now for Voice of the Fan, dedicated to the return of fan favorite Jim Thome, talking about being back in the American League, and he wants to play every day.
You know, that interleague, that 9 or 10 games we had definitely, I think, sparked, you know, a little bit of adrenaline, a little bit of fun back into playing. Not that I never had fun, but I think just getting those at bats and realizing that, yeah, you know, you're not going to succeed every day, but if you put the time and the effort and the work in, you know, it seemed to work out pretty well. But that's baseball. You know, you're going to have that both sides.
On deck, it's all about the outdoors, and it's hosted by the ladies. It's called the Rush Club, and it's next on GameON.
Come down to Target Center to see Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen, and Maya Moore, along with the rest of the WNBA champion Minnesota Lynx, as they take on the Washington Mystic on Friday, August 17th. Great seats still available. Log on to lynxbasketball.com to buy your tickets today.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diners Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Great to have you back with us, Rod. And this is Teresa Petri. She is one of the newest people on TV. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you've never met her before, you're probably wondering, well, what does she do? Is she in TV news? No. You are an outdoorsman. If people will walk up to you probably all the time and say, I did not know that you hunt, fish, shoot a rifle, do all that stuff, ride a motorcycle with furry things on top. You make it happen.
I do, absolutely. Nobody would ever guess, I guess, on my everyday normal routine. You know, I'm either my day job buried in my computer and on my
you're a
spare
graphic
time.
artist?
Yes, absolutely.
And the show is called The Rush Club. It airs on Channel 29, WFTC, on Saturdays, again at 11 a.m. And it is about all things outdoors that women like. Tell us about it.
Exactly. On the Rush Club, we are seeking out and tracking down the people and the women who are outdoor enthusiasts, extreme sports fanatics. Our real goal on the show is to really give behind-the-scenes experience of what it's like to be involved or get involved in sports like racing cars, riding bulls, shooting guns.
The bull rider was unbelievable, and that camera that you had on the helmet where she was getting bucked, that's like scary stuff.
Yeah, and stuff that, you know, most people wouldn't actually get to do on a typical weekend. It's really neat.
And you're out there with your other 2 cohorts. Wasn't it Jenny and
Andy?
And Andy.
Correct.
And you guys try to find the fun things that women, not just men, like to do.
Yeah, we're really out there. I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, between hunting, fishing, all the outdoors, it's all the same stuff that we like to do. It's just an opportunity to find the same people who are doing the same stuff we are. Yeah. Give them the exposure and the credit, and, you know, a chance to really tell their stories.
Do you get it from some of the guys that find out that do guys ever come up and say, you don't fish, you don't
all
shoot
the time?
A gun? Really?
All the time. You know, you need to fishing, you know, give the proof stories, which nobody ever believes anyways. But yeah, it's usually one of those I'll see when I believe it.
I've seen pictures with you with a rifle. You're really shooting that.
Oh yeah, I was shooting a rifle at 600 yards, probably a $10,000 rifle, spot on at about a $50 radius.
So you probably tell guys not to cross shoot.
Yeah, fear me.
Awesome. Very good. So do you have fun doing it?
I love it. I'm an absolute enthusiast myself. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's an addiction without a cure. Once you start, you can't stop, and you know, you just live on the edge the rest of your life once you're in.
So you're building the website, and the website is
TheRushClub.com.
Perfect. And the show is on Saturdays at 11 a.m. on Channel 29, and very, very excited. We've shown a few clips. It looks very, very fun. Keep up the good work.
We're excited about it.
Teresa Petrie's in the
Rod.
house. The
Glad to be
outdoor extreme gal that she is, only here on GameON. Time now for the Bud Light lineup. The Twins get Cleveland on the 27th. The Vikings' first preseason home game will be against Buffalo. Star Soccer is back in August 11th against San Antonio, and Lynx basketball busy on the 17th against Washington. The Wolves get Memphis, July 22nd, their last Summer League game. The St. Paul Saints in Quebec. Canterbury Park racing at 1:30, and Gopher football will open on September 8th at TCF Bank. Love Big will have a big fashion show fundraiser in September. The Miracle League's Big Wiffle Ball Tournament, August 18th. In golf, the champions are coming, the 3M, PGA with the Canadian Open, NASCAR with the 400 at the Brickyard in Indianapolis, and Wheels of Thunder at BIR. Don't forget 7 events, Ultralounge Friday, 7 Saturdays, and all-you-can-eat sushi on Sunday and Monday. And don't forget our podcast. Rod Webby and the A-Train preview the GameON week ahead, one-on-one with guests. We're inside with all the information and viewer mail too. Check us out at GameOnTVMN.com. And that's your Bud Light Lunch. Time now for Voice of the Fan. We're dedicating it to fan favorite Jim Thome, who's played with a bunch of teams over 2 years, but he's learned a lot about baseball.
How much I love it, how much fun it is, you know, because I think when you get to be 41, 42 years old, you realize you're not going to play forever. And when you do get an opportunity to play, you really cherish that time, and you cherish the fact that you don't know how long it's going to last. You know, and it's just fun. The game is fun, and that's why you still do it at that age.
On deck, we're talking summer reads. Good books for you. It's only here. It's GameON.
Get the party started, dial it. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Twin City Wireless doesn't care about our competitors. We care about you, the customer. We care that you get the best prices. Plans starting at $40 a month, unlimited text, talk, international text, and internet.
Twin Cities Wireless carries all the latest models of phones and accessories and handles all service providers.
At Twin City Wireless, your problem is our problem. Twin City Wireless now has 2 locations, Brooklyn Center and Northeast Minneapolis. Twin City Wireless, it's not just business, it's personal.
Welcome back to GameON, powered by 7-Year Ultimate Event Destination. Back on the rooftop and delighted to have Mr. Sports in Minnesota and great sports author Jim Bruton in the house. How are you?
Hey Rod, how you doing? Nice to be with you.
Good to have you with us too. Rooftop here, and you know it's always fun to talk to you because you always have something going. You've got now we got a stack of the books right here, from Fran Tarkenton to Mark Rosen, The Best Seat in the House, which is out and selling well, right?
Yeah, it is. It's done really well. Part of that's because of Mark. He's just such a great guy.
He is a good man. And the Lou Nanny book, it was fun to read this, and this is still selling.
It is, and of course you had Louis on your show here not too long ago, and you know Louis is synonymous with hockey in Minnesota. So if you want to buy something about hockey, you buy something that has Lou Nanny's name on it. So he's just a great guy too.
And if I'm not mistaken, on the sketching board or on your computer, or do you still write by computer and not typewriter?
No, I have a computer.
How long ago did you give up the typewriter?
Oh, I never could type, so I had to learn on a computer.
I didn't know that. There's some of your colleagues still use the typewriter.
Yeah, no, not me. Without a computer, I think I'd be dead. I couldn't do it.
I'm right with you. If I'm not mistaken, Bud Grant is one of your upcoming.
I'm working with Bud right now. We're about probably 2/3 done.
Wow.
And it's just fantastic. It's almost surreal sitting there with Bud, having him talk about things he's never talked about before.
Like, give us a little nugget.
Oh, he talks about, well, I'll tell you one thing quick. Alcatraz Island, where the riot one of the great riots in corrections history occurs on Alcatraz Island.
Okay.
Back in the 40s, Bud Grant drove the Marines out to Alcatraz Island to settle the riot. Yes, he did. When he was with the Great Lakes out in Treasure Island in San Francisco.
Is that right?
So that's part of the mystery of Bud, and he's just been fantastic to work with.
Is he? Now I understand. Now Bud Grant is stoic, and what you see is what you get from him. Is he different behind the scenes?
You know, he really is, and I just think he's just a real nice guy, real good guy, and he's very kind to people. It's just that, you know, I think what makes it so interesting is that all we ever knew was the mystique of this man on the sidelines who won a lot of football games with the headset and
the cold air.
And the stoic look, as you say, and now he's talking about things he's never talked about, and it's really been fun to do.
So the other book that you're busy writing, The 50 Greatest Vikings.
Yeah, I started that about a little over a year ago, and it's done. It'll be out in about 6 weeks, and it was fantastic. I got great assistance from the Vikings, and actually 49 of the 50 are still alive. Wally Hilgenberg died, of course, a few years ago, but I actually talked to 47 out of the 49. And what makes it so unusual is not only did these guys give me great quotes, but not a lot about football. We tried to stay on who they were as people. And so a number of them also sent me their personal photos from when they were kids growing up. So the book is full color. It'll be out by Triumph Books from Chicago in about 6 weeks, and it's just a great table.
Is it a big table book?
Yeah,
coffee
it'll
table
be a tabletop kind of coffee table book, and great players, and it just was really interesting to do.
Give us a nugget from that one, something that pops right out.
Well, Fran Tarkinen wrote the foreword. That was special to me because I did the book with Fran, and I think to hear some of the players talk about what the other players meant to each other was really special.
Are times different than the game now as opposed to then?
Well, you know, the big thing is the money. I mean, these guys, you know, when you look at the old Vikings, I mean, they were the Dave Osborne, Bill Brown, you know, Ahmad Rashad, Fran Tarkenton, Grady Alderman, Stu Voigt, Mick Tingle. I mean, these were Vikings, and I think the biggest thing is, if you take the money out of it, was the fact that there was no such thing as free agency. I mean, you stayed with your team or you didn't play, and these guys were around. Osborne, Brown, 10, 11, 12, 13 years. Yeah. Marshall, Jim played 19 years.
And isn't it fascinating that so many of the older Vikings are still here?
They are, and you know, they live here. They're part of the community. They're the fabric of the organization. And I think the Wolves have done a tremendous job of keeping the alumni, you know, around and making them so, you know, I don't think there ever would have been a 50 Greatest Vikings if the Wolf family hadn't put that together, and that was just tremendous. That
was a great night, that cold night down at TCF Bank.
Yeah, and Fran came in, and he doesn't come back very often, and that was really a special thing.
Never comes back.
Yeah, you know how he came back? He got a call. He told me this. He got a call one day from Bud Grant, and Bud told him, he said, there's only 2 people of the 50 Greatest Vikings that aren't going to be here. Fran said, well, who are they? He said, you're not coming back, and I'm not going to be there. And Fran said, why aren't you going to be there? He said, because you're not going to be here.
True story?
That was a true story.
That's awesome.
That's why he came back. So,
hey, don't be a stranger. We love having you here.
I appreciate it,
Great
Rod.
stories.
Great.
Now, do you have a website people can...
You know, I don't, but all of the books are on Amazon. And many of them are now on Kindle and ebook and everything. So it's been a great retirement for me. I've enjoyed it more than you could imagine.
I just love your reads, too. It's great stuff. Jim Bruton, one of our favorites. Thank you for being with us.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for all you do, too. And it's only here on GameON.
The message is simple: spreading positivity and creating a vehicle to help others, to give back. It's Love Big, creating new ways to increase awareness. Thursday, July 26th, Love Big will be the special winner when Todd Joseph Band returns from Seattle, a one-night show at the Fine Line Music Cafe in Minneapolis' Warehouse District. Love Big created the TGB gear and will be getting 100 meals for every Todd Joseph Band shirt sold. So please come out and support the Todd Joseph Band and Love Big. You'll be creating meals for a lot of people who need them. Learn more about Love Big at lovebig.org. GameON and 7 supports this fine effort, and together we'll get it done. Time again for Voice of the Fan, dedicating it to our fan favorite Jim Thome. talking about that home run ball hit at Target Field. Did he get it back?
They got it. They're going to give it to me. Yeah. It's got mud. Does it got mud on it? Yeah.
Did you see what they had to do to get it? The guy was in the harness.
I saw it when we left. The guy was hanging off the thing there. I'm like, geez, they're going to all lengths to get it there. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool though. They found it, so that's good. Yeah.
Took them a while. But.
Yeah, I know.
On deck, the chef is in the house, and we're walking to the ball yard. It's only here. It's Game On.
Conagra Foods and Cub Foods have teamed up to offer you free tickets so you can watch your Minnesota Lynx take on some of the WNBA's best talent. Simply purchase any 2 snack pack pudding 4-packs and get 2 free Lynx tickets. To participate, stop by the Conagra display at your local Cub Food store during the month of July or visit the partners offer page at lynxbasketball.com. Conagra Foods and Cub Foods, proud partners of the Minnesota Lynx.
So when you talk about 7 being close to Target Field, you're not kidding. It's block and a half away.
No, I mean, if the Target Center wasn't in the way, you could see it from the rooftop. It's real close, and that's the benefit of it.
Wolves fans talk about it all the time. Lynx fans will experience it in the summer. Target Center's right there.
Yep.
Target Field's just behind. Everything's close, so you can actually come down, drop your car, take it all in, eat here, go there. People might forget, you got the Vikings during the fall, you got the Lynx and the Wolves for basketball here at Target Center, other events, Twins right here. Everything is right there for us.
We're in the heart of the theater district, we're in the heart of the sports district.
We're here at Target Field. It took us just a couple of minutes to walk there. We have our tickets. Best thing about it is we can eat, park, steps away, easy out after the game, which is always big, but we can get really, really good food before.
Absolutely, and you know, you get that entree, you get that valet parking. It's cheaper than any of the ramps around here. Yeah. You can walk right back with a ticket stub. You get a complimentary beverage after the game. Nice. You know, it's a great place to go before and after.
And you know, it's something you guys have been talking about for a long time here. Healthy food. Kids are invited as well. You can get the whole shebang and then get over to the yard.
Absolutely. You know, you get a great meal. You don't have to have the lines. You can sit down. You can order whatever you want, and you can still have plenty of time to get over here. The kids are happy. It's a beautiful rooftop. You get to take in the sun and then come over to a great game.
With all due respect to the ball yard, the food is better outside the yard. You've said it time and again.
Yeah, you know, I hate to knock what they're doing, but you know, it's a different vibe. I think our food stands alone in this town, and you know, we don't have dome dogs, but we got much better things than that.
Bottom line is, how can you beat this ambiance? I mean, we're there on the rooftop having a little something before the game, and then get over here and we have it all.
You know, the Wolves really brought a lot of energy downtown this year, and I think the Twins are going to continue that.
Yeah.
You have such an amazing stadium. If you haven't been out here, you've got to check it out. I took my dad for the first time. He used to work at Met Stadium, and he was in awe the entire night.
Pre and post game with Chef C at 7. You are the man. Only here on GameON.
Hey, we'd love for you to join us at a live taping of Game On here at 7 Steakhouse. Be a part of it. Great food, autographs, a memorable atmosphere. Our website has all the latest guest updates, and you can stay in touch with us via Facebook, Twitter, and all our shows are on iTunes. It's Game On. On deck, the latest from the MIAC, talking softball, only here on Game On.
Hey, Dave, we're out of Bud Light.
Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app.
Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
4-Bid online auctions. Auctions made easy with 4 steps. Step 1, find our website and become a bidder. Step 2, pick an item to bid on. Cars, trucks, boats, You name it, we sell it. Step 3, win that item. Step 4, come to the warehouse in Ramsey to pick up your items. You can buy and sell with us. 4-bid.com. Auctions made easy.
It is time for the MIAC Minute. This is Rachael Click, the new head coach of softball at St. Ben's. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
You've been on the job since May. You start officially with the team in the upcoming season. What does the coach do during the off season?
Well, during the off season, there's a few things just in transition that you want to get used to. Every university runs things a little bit differently, but just really getting to know the girls as soon as I can, the returning players, and have them comfortable with having me, a much different coach than they've had in the past, a female, and just starting to get on the road recruiting and see if I can get some of the players into the program that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how much recruiting are you able to do coming in at the end of the school year?
It's actually a perfect time to come in for recruiting. Nice. There's a lot of tournaments going on. The Minnesota State Tournament was right when I got back into town in Minnesota, so I was able to hit that up in Mankato. And there's tournaments every weekend in the cities. The Iowa State Tournament is actually happening right now, so it's a pretty perfect time for recruiting.
And you played before and had a great career in the MIAC, but not with St. Ben's.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Well, I'm actually a Gusty grad, which is one of the rivals of St. Ben's, and so I'm really looking forward to being able to play at Gustavus again this year, facing my coach that I played for, Coach Annis, and he gives me a hard time about I said I'm going to bring it, so he better be ready. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's funny because one of the things I asked you was, are you looking forward to going back? And your eyes lit up.
Oh yes.
You can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, that's awesome. And one of the things you want to do is you want to turn around the program. St. Ben's missed the postseason. You want to make that different.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a goal for this year. And it's kind of hard to judge where we're at right now because I haven't seen the team play yet, but that's one of our goals, and to be one of those top teams this year or in the next coming years.
Absolutely. Coach Click is also playing softball, enjoying this summer like none before, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, good luck. We'll keep an eye on you.
Thank
you for being with us.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
the rest of
having
your
me.
summer. That's part of our MIAC Minute only here. Time now for the Game On update. And you know, with all the Vikings talk that's happening, we're working to get one of the purple greats into the Hall of Fame. On Facebook, please friend the Jim Marshall page. It's just time. Go to Facebook, search for Jim Marshall Hall of Fame campaign, like the page, and help us get him there. Twins lefty and Minnesota's own Glenn Perkins giving back in a big way on August 12th. Number 15 and his wife Alicia headlined 15's 5K to benefit cystic fibrosis. Good luck, Glenn and Alicia, and that's our Game On update. That is it for us. Thanks for letting us be a part of your Sunday. Get all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com, and that includes podcasts, and all our shows are on iTunes as well. And next week, Greg Coleman in the house because the Vikings are back to camp, and we're one-on-one with Twins lefty Glenn Perkins. So until then, make it a safe week and keep your game